Hey guys, I'm here with
Clint.
how's it, Clint?
How's it going?
So this has been the lowest squad Centurion that South Africa that has ever been scored here. It's lower than Zimbabwe's 119 in 2009.
Yeah.
What do you think of our performance, man? What went wrong?
Look, man, I think it's just, you know, it's appalling, to be honest with you. I don't think the batsmen really applied their minds. I think Quinny and Amna did well at the beginning, but then just silly wickets, man. I mean, even the one of Markram hitting straight into the hands of the guys. You know, I think it's just we needed patience, and the openers actually showed what needed to be done. But then the guys coming after that just didn't apply their minds, and I think that's what the problem is. You know, being patient. I mean, we are a good side finishing, which means in the last 20 to 15 overs, you know, that's where we can pick up the run rate. But before that, I don't know what we were trying actually.
Was it simply just missing our two best players, Faf and AB, or do you think it's a little bit more than that? Because we've been struggling in the Test series with our top six, and it looks again like we're struggling again in ODIs with our top five. So, what do you think Otis Gibson can do differently, just to get better performance out of our batsmen?
Look, I don't think it's really the fact that AB and Faf is not in here. Yeah, I mean, look, mentally and just as a presence alone, you know, the guys are our most experienced players, you know, to be honest with you. However, I think it's just decision making. I don't think we lack talent. I don't think we lack a game plan, because I think we have that. I think we've proven, I mean, even in our domestic league, we have the players to be able to score big runs. But it's just the decision making at the point in time, and I think that's where the issue is. I think that's where the guys really need to work on in terms of, you know, what is our game plan, and stick to the game plan. Don't do things differently before the time. You know, like I said again, at the end of the overs, that's where our strength is. I mean, we can score anything, you know, between 100 plus in the last 10 overs, and that's what needed to be done today. You know, taking the wind into consideration, you know, at the beginning of the day, it was cloudy. But the forecast is good for later on in the day. Yeah. You know, later on in the day, like now, the sun is out, it's baking the wicket, and that's where we should have, you know, we should have waited and then score our runs then.
Okay, so the CSA selectors, Linda Zondi, he spoke about us rotating the squad, rotating the side for the World Cup. The World Cup is the actual plan, it's the Vision 2019. What would be your ideal 11, starting 11 that you think would play in the World Cup?
I think that's an unfair question to ask me. Look, for me, I think we have the right openers, to be honest with you. However, I know that this is building into the World Cup. But however, you know, 2019 is next year. We're 2018 now. So we should already have our 15 to 20 players that's earmarked for the World Cup, and use those guys. I think you know, the squad that was chosen was the right squad. Yeah, I know they left out Bardin, but Bardin came in place of Faf well, not really. You know, Kaya Zondo actually came into bat, which is a good decision because he's been doing well for his domestic club. So from a starting 11, or rather for the best 11, I can't say best 11. I think we need to look at best 15, best 20, which includes the likes of Kaya Zondo, which includes the likes of even Ngidi as a fast bowler, you know, which includes the likes of Bardin, because I think Bardin will play a part. He's a brilliant finisher, you know. But I think, you know, those players, and obviously take into consideration your ABs, your Fafs, Amlas, your Quinny, that's in there as a squad, you know, your Mone Morkel. But let me just put some, put a spanner in the works. For today, maybe they should have gone for LB Morkel. I think he's been doing well. It's his home ground, you know. Yeah, they didn't make the final, but from an all-rounder perspective, I think they should have tried something different.
Thank you very much. Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.